All right, good to see everybody. Great win at home in the division. Obviously a great start to the game. Offense going down, scoring a touchdown, defense coming back, getting off to a significant lead there. Just it was a little funky there in the second half. It was just a kind of a weird game that, all the things that happened, all the takeaways down in our area. I thought our defense played really hard. They came up big in some of those short area drives, and then it was great to put the game away on offense with some of those those 4-minute drives, running the ball and closing it out. So plenty of stuff to work on. Plenty of stuff to work on. Operationally, I thought we did some good things, but some things we want to be able to address. And but look, anytime a win in our league is hard. It's hard to get to, and it takes everybody. It took all 70 today. We had some guys go down this week, as you guys are well aware, and we had guys step up, and nobody flinched, and it took all 70 again. So that's how we roll, and you attribute it to just our guys to, dedicating how we play our style of football all the time, no matter the situation, and that's what we're chasing. So when we do it right, we play really good ball.
You've talked a couple times about Tyrice Knight, stepping up last week, and now he starts, comes up with just 2 massive plays. Just what can you say about his play today?
Well, he got a game ball as well as D-Law. Kennedy Palomalo, actually, I gave one, our running back coach, because I thought our running backs ran tremendously hard and helped close the game out, and they're doing a great job. But T. Knight specifically, same story. It's you got to stay ready, how you prepare, and he's playing great football. Obviously we want Ernest back as soon as possible, but he's shown that he can go in and play great ball for us and execute. Both of those were pressures that we haven't ran before. And so to be able to go in and execute those things, having not gotten all the reps, was some high-powered stuff.
How strange it was to see 2 kind of identical plays like that.
Yeah, it was I couldn't believe that D-Law got the second one. I was like, holy crap, it's him again. But the way that he attacked the ball, T. Knight, is just awesome. I mean, we haven't forced any fumbles yet all this year on defense, and we got 2 today. So it's awareness. It's just taking advantage of those opportunities was awesome.
Was there with Brissett playing instead of Kyler, you said those were new pressures. Did you kind of do some stuff differently because he plays a little bit different at all, or wanted to press?
No, it's funny. It's actually like, Brian earlier in the week was asking about how you come up with new plays. It's really just building off of looks that you've done, and you're just trying to evolve as the year goes on. But it's in our playbook. We just hadn't hit them yet.
You mentioned the running game there. What kind of stock do you put to the performance there, particularly in the second half? You're up near 200 yards, your best output of the season.
Right.
Kind of the way you guys put it together and tried to get going after the turnovers there.
Well, it's a tribute to everybody. I think this is the second game in a row now against Arizona that our offensive staff has done a great job of getting to runs that, through adjustments, part of our game plan over the course of the game that made our run game finish strong. So both games, so they deserve a lot of credit. And you felt our offensive line. It felt like we were physical. It felt like we were going to the right people. We took the line. I thought our running backs played really well. We finished runs the right way. Ball was never in jeopardy. So those are all positive things. I think we only had 1 holding call, which Nick will learn from. And really positive.
What was it about the interior blitzing and interior rushing that you thought was key to good work today?
I don't know if there was an internal theme going on throughout the week. That there's one particular pressure that was inside, but we'd like to have the threat of, we don't blitz much, but when we do, we kind of want to have the threat of it can come from from one side, the other, up the middle. So offenses have to prepare for everything.
The Holani touchdown, what was the idea behind going to him there? It seems like we haven't really seen him in that situation many times.
Yeah, well, I mean, George is doing a great job in practice. He keeps showing that he's a dependable guy, and he's effective when he gets the ball, and he runs that run really well. So we've been looking for opportunities to give him the ball. It's hard because our top 2 guys are so good. So, but it just shows you, if you just keep knocking on the door and you keep kicking butt and keep being productive, we're gonna figure out a way to let you do your thing in a game.
Is your quarterback's ball security a concern, or they chalk him up to freak things?
No, those are things that we can work operationally.
What do you mean by operationally?
Although the first one was with Olu, but I don't think it was his first snap, so that's something we need to be better at. It happened again over there in 4-minute with Drew and Bryce. So we need to look at that. You know, we can't have the ball on the ground on snaps.
How key is it for you continuing to build, establish your culture, to give those opportunities to guys like George that maybe haven't gotten to play much on offense, but you get in a position where it's like, look, we want to make sure that you're rewarded for what you did. How much do you think
Yeah, I mean, it's simple. It's not like we're trying to reward guys. We're just trying to win. And guys that show that they can go play great football, we're going to give them opportunities to go do that. And I think our actions back that up. And I don't know. I'd like to play on a team like that. If I was a player and I felt like, why do you want me to come out and work so hard every day? Why do you want me to do all the things you're asking me to do? Well, we want to develop you as a player, and we're going to need you at some point. So why would you not operate like that? I don't know. Some people don't do that. I don't get it.
What are the early indications on Jalen's injury and how severe it is?
Yeah, it's his knee. Not sure on the severity. Looked like he was in good spirits. You know how it goes. I mean, we'll see. I mean, we'll get it imaged and kind of move on from there. But I mean, could come back to haunt me. I don't think it's season ending,
What happened with Jarran Reed?
Yeah, so Jay Reed, during, I think the game going into the bye at at Houston at the end of that game, he hurt his wrist, and so he had an operation during the bye. I mean, look, this just tells you how tough this guy is. I mean, he's like an all-time physically tough player, mentally, all the above. Comes back in 2 weeks and plays after having basically breaking something in his hand or wrist, and we thought it was good to go. We thought it was ready, but we had a setback in the game, and just tells you how tough he is. He's just thinking throughout the week, like, shoot, my hand's sore, and so we got it re-imaged, and turns out he's got to have another operation. So it's a setback for him. Your heart goes out to him. Some adversity for him, but hopefully this will, really give him some, stabilize it and alleviate the pain. For really first you're concerned about him, for the long run, and then when he can come back and he can come back and play great football for us.
So will he be able to come back this year?
That's the thought, yeah.
And Mike, Rashid Shaheed with just the week and then his output today.
Yeah, it was great. Weren't able to get the ball to him in the deep area of the field, but saw some of the run game with him. Felt like he made an impact in the return game. It's funny, you need a punt returner all of a sudden. It's pretty timely trade by John, so we'll play it.
Was it a second break for Reed?
I'm sorry?
Is it another fracture for Reed Whiting?
All I know is he had to have a operation on the same thing, and then we thought it was all right, and then it turned out that it wasn't. It re-happened in the game, so we got to look at it again.
Nicky Manori had 9 more tackles and 4 passes defense. What can you say about the way he's playing?
Yeah, we're asking him to play 2 positions right now, and that's what we've referenced over the course of time now is you can start to add responsibility for him. There was a situation today where we probably would have put him in at safety, and so he's learning that as well. So he's doing a great job. I feel like he's executing at a high level. You feel like he's being decisive. He knows exactly, he's playing with anticipation, which is a positive, and then he's letting his, physical capabilities shine when he just goes out there and lets it rip. So we'll continue to build with him, and I'm sure his approach is it's been great for a rookie. He's having success. Keep coming back, keep rocking, keep attacking the preparation. We got a great challenge ahead of us this week. So. A team that he hasn't seen yet, so we need to prepare again at the same level.
Outside of the first snap, Sam, what did you think of Olu entering the game there for the rest of the second half?
Help me out again.
Olu at center.
Oh, with Olu.
Yeah.
It felt like, look, I don't know how he played, but I felt like we moved the ball when we ran it, and the center drives that, so I can't wait to watch it. But it's great to have him right there, ready to go.
Jack said that first touchdown, there are 2 guys basically draped all over him, and he still makes that catch.
Yeah, Sam, what you love about Sam is he pulls the trigger when he's aggressive, but smart with how he does it, and he ripped it, and Jackson went and got it. Just shows what he can do. The body control, ball skills, how he tracks it, all that was on display.
back-to-back weeks of getting up to 28-0 leads. It's only the third time that's ever happened in the Super Bowl era. I mean, what has been the impetus for these just like lightning fast starts recently?
I wish I knew exactly. We do it every week, just like I forget what we were talking about earlier in the year, but I think we were talking about at home. If you could hit the home button, we'll hit the button as many times as we possibly can. But we have our process. I think we're learning our process too, about how we get ready for a game, and the guys are doing a great job. They're mentally ready, prepared. I think our coaches are doing a great job of being very clear about how we're going to start games, so guys can go play, fast and decisive as games start. Now, I mean, it's only happened how many times? It's not going to happen every time, but when it does, you're definitely appreciative of the guys' effort.
Anything else?
Okay. All right. Thank you.